See, America's attack on Venezuela and capturing, abduction of Maduro is something unprecedented. It has never ever happened before. The kind of a military operation which has been carried out by America. On the military side, no doubt it was a spectacular success, executed flawlessly. Secondly, Trump is positioning this not as a military attack on Venezuela. He is positioning it as law enforcement of America going to a country and capturing a criminal. That is why, along with the military, they had officials of law enforcement also. The reason being that for Trump to attack a country, it is actually necessary for the US Congress to give approval. In this case, he has not taken any approval from the US Congress because he is positioning it as a step by the law enforcement agencies to go and bring back a criminal or drug trafficker. That is one. Secondly, Maduro will face the charges in New York. His wife has also been abducted. The reason for abducting his wife is that Maduro's wife is also a member of parliament of Venezuela. She is a brilliant, smart lady, and it is said that she is the brains behind Maduro. So America did not want to leave her in Venezuela because then she would have mobilized and rallied support for Maduro politically. And they have also charged her with similar drug trafficking charges. So they abducted both of them, and now in New York, the case will be run against them. No, certainly, right now the environment in Venezuela is very fluid. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Trump says that America will run Venezuela. How will they run Venezuela? That is the question to be seen. In the meanwhile, the army is there in Venezuela, and the army has been in favor and hugely supportive of Maduro. The government which is there is still there. Maduro has been taken out, but the vice president is now the interim president. So, from all intent and purposes, it seems that the political establishment of Maduro, the army which supports Maduro are very much there. At the same time now, the opposition and opposition leaders will be and are pushing for resignation and removal of this government. So, the situation is very fluid. It also depends the role that army plays. The army of Venezuela has been very much in favor of Maduro because he gave them very good perks, opportunities to make money and corruption. All public sector companies in Venezuela, including the PDVSA, the oil company of Venezuela, their senior officials were army generals. So army generals were appointed to positions in various companies, and they could indulge in their own little side business with those companies, be it in real estate, be it in construction, be it in mining, be it in petroleum. So the army has been hugely in favor of Maduro. Also, during his regime, very often the army has been accused of human rights violations because they've suppressed their opponents. So the army generals are afraid that when a new, let's say, opposition comes to power, that government will prosecute them and throw them in jail. So because of that fear, as well as the fear of losing out their perks, the army so far has been supportive of Maduro. But going forward, it remains to be seen how the army will act. In midst of all of this, I think it's absolutely the right thing for the Indian government to advise Indian nationals to not to travel to Venezuela, and those who are there, I think best would be them to stay put in their homes for a few days, let the situation calm down.